Everybody, welcome back to Mining Modern. I'm Corbin Hostler, and here we are with Endless Gifts Given. Now, if you've been watching, we've played some pretty crazy matches so far, at least the one. We'll see what we can do here. Don't know what our opponent's up to. We have double Demonic Pact and removal spells, though. So if our opponent's on a creature deck, I actually think we're in a pretty good spot. But we need to draw land, so I won't fetch here, and we'll see what we can do. Yeah, this hand is... If our opponent starts playing creatures, this hand is great. And we draw lands, of course. If they don't do that, we may not be so well off. Sure, you are welcome to Inquisition me, friend. I assume this takes our Fatal Push. Depending on what they have, though, it might take a Dismember. Double Pact's kind of nice. So you can get 2 turns of overlap with them, right? Yeah, before you lose. Draw some extra cards. So yeah, we really just want to hit lands, and then, we want our opponent to play creatures, and eventually maybe we'll find a Harmless Offering or so on. Opponent's going deep in the tank here. Not sure exactly what they're... I mean, we actually have no idea what they're up to. Swamp, Inquisition, Bloodstained Mire, and playing the same deck we are, maybe. I don't know. Alright, let's see if we can hit a land here. We did not. Okay, fair enough. Would not? I mean, Liliana's a good one. Need a land, though. Imagine... Alright, so if our opponent plays a creature, and we can even enable the Revolt on the Fatal Push here. Oh, okay. Is it a weird Jund start, maybe? Could be. If they play Liliana, we're okay. It is not that. Let's say we're just dead to Liliana. Although this does deal damage, so you can target a player and redirect to a Planeswalker for what it's worth. Alright, land Liliana, please. Not a land. Alright, well... We will not be playing Liliana this turn. And I still have no idea what our opponent's up to. I think it's a Death Cloud deck, though. Which means we're in trouble. Because decks that play these mean they're going to do something that blows up lands. Smallpox or Death Cloud or something like that. And we're just pretty much dead to that right now. Alright, Scavenging Ooze, not such a big deal. I guess I do have to fetch, unfortunately. Just go ahead and lightning bolt this thing. They're going to save it somehow. What is this? Something to give it hexproof, perhaps? No. Okay, just that. This makes more sense. Yeah, it's just exiling our cards. I agree. Okay. Land. Well, not a land, but at least it's castable. And we can still dismember if we need to. Yeah, I was right. It's a Death Cloud deck. Blue Damnations, because, that makes sense. Yeah, good. We'll take the Death Cloud out of here. Alright, this is reasonable. Our opponent's hand is pretty beatable, to be honest. We don't care about Damnations at all. We don't care about the Abrupt Decay. And we really don't... I mean, it's a land. We don't really care about this Sakura Tribe Elder. Alright, now we finally get a land here. And it's time for Liliana. Now, Liliana's just keeping pace with Sakura Tribe Elder, but whatever. You're going to Abrupt Decay it. Sure. Works for me. Get rid of this Slaughter Pact. I don't think we're going to need it. Maybe I should have minus there. I don't know. Like, I don't actually mind taking a card out of our opponent's hand, just in general. But the cards in their hand are bad, so maybe I should just minus. It gets Abrupt Decayed either way, I suppose. But we have a Slaughter Pact that way, and they don't have a. I mean, the Sakura Tribe Elder is going to win anyway, so not like we're getting beat down here. So I'm tempted to play Demonic Pact if we draw land. On the other hand, I wouldn't want to lose to my own pact if we can't find an offering. Okay. Again, opponent not playing anything that matters, so both of us just doing nothing here. I actually don't really want to play the pact without finding a Harmless Offering, because we're under no pressure, and in fact, sure, if our opponent plays Death Cloud, we obviously lose, but you know that's Magic. This card's sweet. I can't wait to play Death Cloud deck on here sometime. Yeah, maybe it's correct to go digging for it, but without 5 lands, even to be able to go. Ooh, now that was a nice draw. The one problem being our hand, actually, right? Our opponent has no hand now. We do, and we're not going to be able to get rid of that hand. So if we continue to plus Liliana, we're actually just kind of all in on Liliana here. On the other hand, now, how does Death Cloud work? Is it permanence? No. Creatures and lands. All right. Yeah, so our opponent finds Scavenging Ooze. Not a big deal. We'll just minus to kill it. Which is good. We minusing. Oh man, I wish I had a land. Endless Whispers minus. I'll get their Scavenging Ooze. That would have been nice. This is still reasonable though, and in fact, this is maybe one of the better uses of Liliana here, to be honest, because we don't want to discard anything from our hand. Now we just want to draw land. Endless Whispers. We want our opponent to draw land, then we want to draw land in Endless Whispers. Alright, our opponent's eating all of our spells in our graveyard. It doesn't matter. We don't do anything with them. It only matters for Spell Mastery, which I assume we will have regardless. But maybe not. Man, they actually can't eat everything. We're such a long way from any of that mattering, though. We need lands. We need to draw cards. Alright, yes. Our opponent has destroyed our graveyard. For no value, but now if our opponent will just draw a land, that'd be great. And, you know, worst case, I guess if they draw a creature, then maybe we can draw a land. That wouldn't be so bad. Well, okay. That's a creature. Alright, come on, deck. That was not what we wanted. Happy to just discard it, though. Unfortunately, this simply keeps pace with Sakura Tribe Elder, which is not what we're looking for. I mean, I doubt our opponent sacks. It wouldn't make any sense to sack it here. Yeah, okay. We need land for Endless Whispers. I mean, I guess I could have dismembered it there. That just seems kind of loose. They did hit land, and now we hit land. Perfect. Alright, so I'm just going to Endless Whispers here. This is good. This works. The old value Endless Whispers, huh? But Endless Whispers is actually pretty good against our opponent's deck. They have to sack this Sakura Tribe Elder before this comes into play. Or when we get rid of this, we get it. Not that that matters a ton, but... The real question is, when I plus a Liliana here, do I discard Demonic Pact or Dismember? That's it. I actually don't know the answer to that question. Maybe our opponent will just sacrifice the Sakura Tribe Elder in response. All right. I might just do nothing with Liliana, to be honest. No, I guess I should plus and get rid of the Dismember. Because the Liliana, this allows us to... I might not activate it next turn, but this allows us to Liliana minus to get a creature from them if they draw. So we basically nullify a creature draw from our opponent at this point, and we keep Demonic Pact. And so keep the Liliana around. And our opponent just did nothing, which is great. And if we draw something that probably doesn't matter like that, we can just discard. And now we're at least building towards the Liliana Ultimate. I'm not sure exactly. This is one of those awkward games with Liliana, but I know I don't want to lose when our opponent's not doing anything. Ooh. Uh-oh. I guess that's one we can't beat. Wow, that's actually horrible for us. Wow. What a good draw. Right after I get rid of everything, huh? Does that mean I have to pull the trigger on Demonic Pact? Probably not quite yet. Well, Yeah. So I could just play both backs and try to draw to it. That might not have been the worst idea. I'm not sure. But this at least allows us another turn to Liliana minus if our opponent draws a creature. I won't lie. Drawing Treetop Village there was one of the only good draws our opponent had. Well, he knows, or they don't know because we discarded the demon. Treetop Village was a miraculous draw. Ugh. I'm sure they play plenty of them. It's nothing like that, but we had this game on lock outside of that. All right, well, this, yeah, Liliana's not long for this world, I suppose. But, I mean, that doesn't mean we lose the game. Obviously, we have Demonic Pact, and every turn that nothing happens, then Demonic Pact becomes, you know, we have more turns to draw a Harmless Offering. You know, do I do it? Gosh, we're just under no pressure. I'm not going to. If I was going to do it, then I would do it last turn. So that we could have tried to draw removal this turn for the Treetop Village. Which wouldn't have really mattered because we'd still just be on the plan of drawing. We're still on our own Demonic Pact clock. Now, if our opponent sequenced the draw such that they kill Liliana with Treetop Village this turn and then have a great creature, then we might be unlucky. Okay, not a great creature. And in fact, we can get one ourselves. Okay. Lightning Bolt's a good draw. I'm going to continue to do nothing with this Demonic Pact. I don't want to lose the game to it. I understand that, well, you know, if our opponent draws Death Cloud, we're going to lose. But we're actually about to take a Treetop Village for what it's worth. Now we can't do anything with it, unfortunately, but it does ramp us. I might have to pull it. Well, if they draw Death Cloud at any point, we're dead anyways. So I guess it doesn't matter, right? Having this in play, we're still not gonna have enough mana because they can Death Cloud for 1,000,000. I actually don't love this. I don't love the position we're in right now. I felt real good when we had Liliana, but we just drew everything in the complete wrong order. Well, now might be time to pull the trigger on Demonic Pact. That was not what we wanted. I think I don't have any options anymore. I think I just have to play it. We've seen a lot of our deck this way, and now we have 5 lands, and we have Spell Mastery, so we can go. You know, we're up to 5. You know, 5 of the 37 cards in our deck will win us the game. You know, barring not dying to our opponent or whatever. Right? Again, Death Cloud kills us, but theoretically we can beat other things. I mean, this is annoying. I'm going to probably this turn, though, gain the life by shooting Garrick down. You know, we take 7. Well, we take 4, go to 13. We go back up to 17. Let's see what our opponent draws. This entire game... Oh, my gosh. Okay, well, I guess we're dead. The number of things that had to go wrong for us to lose that game is pretty unfortunate. They you know, they drew creatures when man. They drew creatures when we had answers in Liliana to creatures, and then they drew the we're just dead. I guess we can draw Damnation. But then they drew wow. And they drew that Treetop Village when after we discarded our removal to Liliana, which again may not have been correct, but I thought putting it to 3 was reasonable because then we could kill their creature and keep it around if they drew anything but Treetop there, and then they ripped Maelstrom Pulse to get our Demonic Pact. So that's pretty unlucky. All right, Damnation or bust here. And it might be Damnation and Bust, but Damnation or Bust. Dark Petition actually works. It works exactly. All right. It's not... It's still bad, right? They still have Garrick, but the tokens just go away. But we're not dead. All right, Damnation. It gives us a Sakura Tribe Elder, for what it's worth. Not much. Garrick just minuses again, and it did buy us. It bought us a turn or whatever. I'm not sure what we're trying to draw with that. I guess if we drew Demonic Pact, it would work. Because then we could minus on the Garrick. Or rather, we could use it on the Garrick because we wouldn't die for a turn. The Sakura Tribe Elder is going to end up going back to our opponent, which is unfortunate. It's going to block 1 point of damage and then go back to our opponent. Yeah, I think we might... I think we basically bought us 1 draw step. The turn before, we could have used it to get Demonic Pact. So, pretty unlucky overall. We could just draw removal for the Beast token, though. And then, actually, if our opponent whiffs here, right? Or draws this... Ah, come on. Well, that's not lucky. I was going to say, if our opponent didn't... If they whiffed there and then minus Garrick for a token, and then we drew removal for the token, we could actually kill Garrick and be in a completely reasonable position. That unfortunately did not happen, and our opponent gets this back. So, yeah, I think we're pretty dead again. I guess maybe it doesn't change. We still have a turn. So here we go. This is a big draw. The big draw is a land. Are there any more Damnations? 1, 2. So we have 1 Damnation left. All right, well, we'll see what happens in games 2 and 3 here. We go down to 2. I think basically we have to draw Damnation into Demonic Pact, I think. This is pretty unlucky overall. But that's Magic, and after last match, I guess I can't really complain. We could draw Phage and cast Phage. That actually would work. That's an out. The third and finalist Endless Whisper is not quite good enough. All right, fair enough. On to game 2. Where the Blood Moons seem pretty decent. Our opponent had a lot of non-basics there. Mulligan's Command, not great. The Damnations are pretty good. The Terminates are fine, but not the end of the world. Like, we don't have to have them here. We get rid of the... I do like the Bronze Bombshell, and it's in the deck for game 1, but I just don't know if I can keep it for after that. Our opponent just showed us small creatures, things that can be fatal pushed and so on. I can get rid of that. We'll keep the Slaughter Pact just in case. The Slaughter Pact probably doesn't matter that much, but we'll keep it. Maybe it just doesn't matter. I don't know. We need to cut 2 cards here. I feel like our deck's good against our opponent. I could cut and Endless Whispers. We cut the Bronze Bombshell and then maybe like a Thoughtseize. Give this a shot. I don't think Shadow Doubt's good. I don't think Brutality's good. Obviously Shatter some. And Slaughter Games is tempting, but I don't think we want it. This seems reasonable, though. The Blood Moon might go a long way. It's not, you know, in that game our opponent didn't have that many basics. Like, Blood Moon's not insane, but it is good, I think. Maybe I don't want the full 4, though. Maybe I want the Thoughtseize. I don't know if I got that in or not before. Yeah, okay. Maybe this is better. You know, the third Endless Whisper... Well, our opponent doesn't necessarily have that many creatures they'll give us. I think 2's fine. We don't... against a deck where sort of our plan A is actually has a reasonable chance of succeeding, I'm not sure if we want a bunch of blanks, right? Plan A is Demonic Pact. By the way, I don't think we were ever... I could have run that Demonic Pact out there sooner that game. I don't think we would have ever drawn the Harvest Offering, so... Alright. That's a lot of lands on a phage. Tempting on the... we're on the play. It is almost tempting, Bowman Mulligan. Alright, this is better. Unfortunately, this hand doesn't play great with Blood Moon. So we might not be playing the Blood Moon very soon, but keep the Endless Whispers, or whatever it's called. Okay. Unlucky we drew this basic mountain instead of basic swamp, but the Blood Moon doesn't necessarily have to be good. And it might not be good. It might not do anything. Maybe it's not even right to board it in. I don't know. Our opponent was playing like Golgari Rot Farm and stuff, and things that just like are very bad against Blood Moon. They had a lot of non-basics in play. I do think Endless Whispers... I don't know. Maybe everyone should have kept the thrower. Maybe Endless Whispers is our best card. It's also kind of rough to mulligan to 6. Keep a hand with Liliana and want to have a combo piece in it and then get blown out here. Ha ha. I assume that's because of the Blood Moon. Maybe it was incorrect to board Blood Moon in here. I don't know. Opponent taking their time, taking this Liliana away from us, so. Alright. I mean, it's a 2-color deck, but look at our opponent didn't have a ton of basics last game, right? And now we're getting duressed. And there probably goes our Endless Whispers. Well, our opponent had a much better hand than we did this game, that's for sure. After we had a million lands and mulled to 6. Oh, they took the Blood Moon. That's convenient for us, considering it wasn't going to be good for us. Okay, see, there you go. I guess the decision paid off. It traded for a card in their hand. I'm not too confident about our chances of winning this game anyways, but... Oh, wow, there's more? Oh, our opponent just had everything. Okay. Alright, I assume the Endless Whispers is going away. Alright, well, we will Thoughtseize back. Neither player gets to have anything. Oh my gosh, their hand is much better than ours. Okay, well, we'll take the Kitchen Finks. Don't want to get beat to death here. Well, you know what? They got the Ornery. I have to give them Deathclaw, but we're even on lands. In fact, we could just draw... if we just draw Demonic Pact, we'll win. Demonic Pact off the top? Not exactly. I guess we are outpacing our Deathcloud opponent in lands, and we're not going to have creatures, so Deathcloud not that bad, I suppose, until they have something. Until they have a Planeswalker. Now we have no Hamlet. Now we have no hand at all. Well, I don't know what to make of this game. I think we're going to be here for a little while. That our opponent's just going to actually find something and blow us out. Yep, that's a Sakura Tribe Elder. That's a 2/2 Sakura Tribe Elder. Yeah, fair enough. I guess if they're... I'm not doing this. Okay. The 2/2 Sakura Tribe Elder. I like it. Get that Oran Reef, the Vastwood value. Alright, I'm going to bolt this thing because we need to be able to Fatal Push a big Scavenging Ooze or something later. Alright, well, we'll continue to just play out lands. Playing around Deathcloud here. God, we mulled to 6 and mulled away a million lands. Okay, so our opponent has good cards. The approach, you know, we can... I don't know. As the game goes on, theoretically, our opponent has a bunch of dead discard spells, unless they just drew them all. These are the ones they have. We got Threst 3 times. We're real dead to like a Garrick or something, though. Is the Kitchen Finks. We're pretty dead to that, too. Kitchen Fink's very good against our deck of a bunch of removal. Oh, that's a combo. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is going to be real hard to kill. This is quite the combo here. Even if we kill it, it persists back, and then the Orn Reef the Vastwood removes the counter on it. Alright, we need Demonic Pact. We need Demonic Pact right now or the game's over. That is not Demonic Pact. Oh, I can kill the Treetop. Our opponent's deck is sweet. This makes us lose life. That's actually the most relevant part of this stupid thing. I guess I still take the Abrupt Decay, but I think we're just dead. We take 8 this turn. We go to 6. And then we draw Demonic. We're just dead. That's unfortunate. I feel like we have a pretty reasonable chance of winning this matchup if, you know, we don't get very unlucky in game 1. I guess technically we could draw Damnation. But then I still can't Fatal Push this thing, which means they get to Orn Reef it. Alright, fair enough. Good game. Good game, Deathcloud. You got me.